Auntie Cuckoo, and today I'm sharing all about how you can DIY your very own candy bouquets. These are super simple and extremely affordable to make, and they make the perfect gift for anyone from 8 to 80. And they're so versatile, you can give them for any occasion from Valentine's Day to birthdays, graduations, Mother's and Father's Day. They make the perfect standalone gift or a great addition to any gift you're giving. So let me show you what you'll need before you get started. I use a small low temperature glue gun, but tape will work. Make sure you have one or both on hand. You'll also definitely need some scissors along with some floral foam and some wooden skewers. So first we'll need to make our base, and today I'm going to show you how to make one out of 4 pieces of candy or 3. For this bouquet we'll be using 4 boxes of M&Ms. So let's get started in fitting our foam to our candy boxes. For a base made out of 3 boxes, you'll want to cut your floral foam right down the middle on the diagonal to create 2 triangles. Don't worry if your cutting is not perfect, there is room for error on this step. Use your candy box as your guide. What I like to do is cut the top off of my triangle just below where the candy box ends. Once you have the right height for your foam, go ahead and use your box as a guide to trim your triangle down. Now don't worry if you're not great at cutting a straight line or you feel like you've taken too much off. It's very easy to correct. I'll show you how to do that in a second. First, we're going to connect our candy boxes. For this, I'm using a piece of tape along one side of my box, folding it down almost like a taco, and placing the other piece of candy right on top. Now at this point, you may want to take your foam and dry fit it to your boxes to make sure you have your measurements correct. Then you can go ahead and attach your last box for the base with 3 boxes of candy. Now you don't have to use the same type of candy. I think it does look nice, but if you know someone who likes particular candy, you can mix up your boxes and custom cut your foam to fit. Then just continue adding tape along your seams. For this, I unfolded my 3 boxes of candy and I attached tape to the very last box. Then, folding the tape down almost like a taco, allowed it to make a sort of hinge for my last box. Then just add your foam. So I had trimmed a bit too much off, so I just slipped the little sliver right back in and it fit perfectly. Now you can add some tape for more security along the bottom. Now if you wanted to, you could use some masking tape or duct tape along the bottom, and then you could skip the next step altogether. I like to use a little bit of scotch tape and then take a piece of scrap cardboard, maybe a cereal box, and cut out a base for your vase that is the same shape. Then I use my low temperature glue gun to add the glue to the cardboard and adhere it to my boxes. Once I set my boxes onto the cardboard, I flip it over immediately so that none of the hot glue melts any of my candy. Now is the fun part, dressing up our bouquet. With this one, I am giving a gift card, so I'll show you how to attach that, and I let that be the guide for my colors, so I got some ribbon and tissue paper to match. I'm also going to be adding some small pieces of candy that come in multi-packs and some larger items like Oreos, Sour Patch, and a full-size candy bar. So far, we've got $7 worth of candy and $1 in foam. Whenever I'm giving a gift card in a bouquet, I start with that part first. I take one of my wooden skewers, which you can find anywhere from grocery stores to Walmart or the Dollar Tree, and using some tape to secure it to the back of the gift card. Then just take your candy base and add your gift card toward the front, and now we'll work all the way around it. Now this bouquet is for a birthday, and I wanted to coordinate all my colors to match the gift card. So I picked up this pack of Oreos from the Dollar Tree. I like to add tape to the back. I go 2 across, 1 up and down, and then 1 more along the back. Then go ahead and pop that right behind your gift card. I think using the same colors makes it look a lot more professional and a little less homemade. Now for a pack of Sour Patch, I'm repeating the same taping process, 2 across, 1 up and down, and 1 more across the back for security. I'm going to go ahead and add that one to the side of our bouquet. And now we'll go in with a full-size Milky Way. Now you may have noticed on the larger items, I used 2 wooden dowels. For the candy bars, I just used 1. I open the seam of the candy bar along the back and use a piece of tape to secure the wooden skewer to it. Then I close the seam up and add a little more tape for security. Now it's ready to add to our bouquet. When I'm working on my bouquets, I like to lay them on their back. It makes putting things in a whole lot easier. Now we're going to add our smaller pieces of accent candy. These come in packs of 5 or 6. You're going to repeat the process we did on the Milky Way of opening the seam, adding tape, closing it, and adding a little more tape to all of your smaller pieces. Once you've done that, take some ribbon. I like to use these that come in packs of 2, pre-curled from the Dollar Tree. You just take it off of the cardboard, remove the staple, and separate your ribbon. I love using these when I can because it saves you so much time in curling your ribbon. So just add a piece of tape to your ribbon and pop it on each smaller piece of candy. Now you can just add your skewers of accent candy to your bouquet. Make sure you mix them up so that not all the same candy are right next to each other. Now it's time for our tissue paper. I'm using some bright pink to match the gift card I'm giving. I found this one at Walmart. It is so pretty with all the glitter. All you do is fold the piece in half, cut it, then fold your halves in half and cut it again. Then you just grab the center and pull your tissue paper up, twisting the bottom to secure it. Now to add the tissue to our bouquet, go ahead and use just a little bit of hot glue. What you want to do is snug it right up against one of your wooden skewers, and you can use a skewer to push it down into the foam. For each bouquet, I end up using just 1 piece of tissue paper cut into 4 different pieces. Your ribbon and tissue paper are important because that's going to be how you customize your bouquet. Whether you're matching them to your event, your holiday, or a gift card, pay special attention to the colors you choose. Maybe even just choose the person's favorite colors. Your thoughtfulness will surely be noticed. Now to our mini bouquet. This is another birthday gift that we just gave recently. For this bouquet, we'll be using 4 boxes of candy for our base and some fun-sized candy bars. Now you'll need quite a few skewers for this one since we're using so many fun-sized candy bars, some more floral foam, and for this one, I'm doing a rainbow theme, so I picked up some ribbon and tissue paper from my local 99-cent store. And of course, you'll need candy. It helps if you know what the person likes. You'll need 4 boxes for your base and a few packs of the fun-sized bars. Now making the base out of 4 boxes is super simple. Again, you use your box as your guide to go ahead and trim off the top of your floral foam. Then place another box on top as your guide for how thick to cut your foam. Floral foam can be bought for $1 a block at the Dollar Tree. You can also buy it in multi-packs at any craft store or places like Walmart. Once you've cut your foam, use some tape to secure your boxes of candy together. I place one directly on top, creating an L. Then I go ahead with the next one, creating a U shape using my tape to secure each box to the others. Now you're going to want to dry fit your boxes to make sure that your foam is flush with your last box before adding your tape. For our last box, I'm using some clear tape right on the outside. Now to make something a little more secure, I use the cardboard insets from my fun-sized candy bars and cut it down to size. Then I use just a tiny bit of low temperature hot glue upside down on my boxes as to not melt my candy. Now while that dries, we'll work on connecting all of our wooden skewers to our candy bars. For this one, it is all going to be fun-sized candy. So you're going to want different heights. For that, I cut them down into small, medium, and large. It's very simple, just snap them down in size, and that way we'll have lots of different height variation in our bouquet. Continue connecting all of your wooden skewers to each of your pieces of candy, making sure you have different types of candy on each level. Once you've connected all of your candy bars to your skewers, it's time for ribbon. For this one, I am tying it and curling it myself. Just tie 2 or more pieces of ribbon to each skewer, go ahead and push it up against the candy bar and curl your ribbon. This way is more time consuming, but either way works. Once you're done tying on and curling all your ribbon, it's time to get started with adding our candy to our base. We'll start with the longer skewers first along the back, working in different colors and different types of candy so that nothing is exactly the same next to each other. This part is also very forgiving. So if you add all your candy and then you turn around and realize there's too many of the same color on one side, just pull them out and add them back in. Once you've added all of your taller skewers, it's time for our mid-size skewers. Again, just repeating the process of alternating your candy and your ribbon colors until you're happy with how it looks. We will work on pulling some of the ribbon out towards the end. Once you've added all of your mid-size skewers, go ahead and grab the little ones and start adding those down in the front. Now let's talk cost. For this bouquet, I used 4 boxes and 4 packs of the fun size candy bars. I used $1 worth of ribbon and floral foam and 1 sheet of tissue paper, which cost me 10 cents. I used 24 skewers for our fun size candy bars, and that puts me just below $12. I love making these because they give you so much bang for your buck. Now we'll add our tissue paper, doing the same, cutting each piece into 4 squares, gathering it in the center and giving a twist, using our hot glue gun and an extra skewer to push it right into our floral foam and secure it. Once you've added all of your tissue paper, you'll want to put your candy bouquet upright and pull all of your curling ribbon forward. This makes such a great presentation. It sure looks like it costs a lot more. And now for a Star Wars themed candy bouquet. The process is the same. In this one, I used a mix of larger candy items and a few small fun size bars. And in this one, everything is from the Dollar Tree. I also purchased a pack of Star Wars themed Valentines and a small toy, as well as my curling ribbon. Using these is so affordable and makes things super quick and only adds 50 cents to each candy bouquet you make. It was super fun customizing this one for a Star Wars theme. All I did was add the toy in the front the same way we added our gift card with 2 skewers, and this time I used a little bit of black tissue paper to give that Darth Vader feel. Then I just used my box of Valentines, cut out a few different characters and added them to skewers, and cut Darth Vader out of the front of the box. I love making these and I make them often. What I do is pick up a few different small fun size packs and just use 2 per pack in each bouquet. That way I've got a large variety and it just cost me $1 to add some fun size candy to my bouquet. It also leaves plenty on hand for the next time and works out roughly to right around $1 to add 4 fun-sized pieces of candy to each bouquet. For this bouquet, we customized the base by using 4 different kinds of Mike and Ike's, which happen to be this person's favorite candy. When you're adding your tissue paper, don't forget about the back. Once you finish your bouquet, step back and take a look. You may want to adjust your ribbons just before giving it, and for any kind of transport, you may want to lay it on its back. This is one of the larger bouquets I've made using 10 pieces of full-size candy and a few minis, and it still cost me just under $14. Our first bouquet with a base of 3 boxes came in at a whopping $8, and I think gave such a great presentation for our gift card. And remember our bouquet of minis? This bouquet gave a lot of bang for our buck and came in right at $10. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I make some budget-friendly candy bouquets. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back very soon.